to everyone out there on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the channel today. So I am going to refret that 57 Stratocaster neck. I'm just waiting for a day I can set aside and film it and do the whole thing. It's coming very soon. If you haven't checked out part 1 of that, I will link it down below. But in the meantime, I wanted to share with you guys something really cool that I picked up. And I actually got this in a trade, actually, which never happens. But this is a Kingtone Duelist pedal. It's a dual overdrive built by Jesse Davey of Kingtone, and I've heard great things about his company, and I've really wanted to pick up one of the pedals and try them out. This specific one is a dual overdrive, so it has sort of a modified tube screamer boost on the right, a Marshall Bluesbreaker type pedal on the left, sort of a Clapton thing from what I understand, and I'm really interested in trying that out because I never have tried one. But of course, this is very Stevie Ray Vaughan influenced. It's called a string singer on the right and a heavy hand on the left, and Jesse Davey is a guitar player, and he's definitely influenced by Stevie, and with his pedals that kind of comes through. But I'll give you guys a brief first impression of the pedal, and then we will play it through my 59 Strat and the Silverface Super Reverb. So just my first impression, it's a very solid, well-built pedal. It has a little bit of weight to it, which is nice, and the knobs are super smooth but firm, you know, and they just feel like very solid components that went into this build. It's got some dip switches at the bottom if you're into kind of tweaking your tone. And then if you remove the cover on the back here, you will see, you know, what an extensive design this is, but it also has some switches in the back that I guess will modify the tone as well. Back on the front, I really like the fact that this pedal has super bright LED lights that really light up the floor, especially if you're playing in a dark club or something like that. So if you guys want to drop me a comment and let me know your opinion on this pedal, I'd be very interested in reading them. But let's go ahead and get into the tones. This is the Kingtone Duelist. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you're still watching, I really appreciate you. I like to give my personal opinion at the end because, frankly, it's just my opinion, and everyone else might not care about it. But this pedal, to me, feels like a high-quality pedal, and I've not really delved into a bunch of pedals in my time as a guitar player. It's not something I'm that interested in. I really like to get a great sound out of the amp and out of my guitar, and then just have a boost pedal that pushes that a little bit further. And the Tube Screamer, like I said, is just not doing it for me anymore. I've broken it a couple times and Keeley repaired it for me, and it's not been the same. It also picks up radio frequencies very easily, and then there's just this static noise that's constant with the pedal. And what I've noticed and liked about this is the noise level is pretty low relative to my Tube Screamer, and it seems like it must be shielded pretty well or something, because I don't really get the kind of radio frequencies I was getting out of the Tube Screamer. In terms of the two overdrives, the blues breaker type side really kind of surprised me. Being who I am, I figured I should go right for the Tube Screamer side, but the heavy hand side seemed to have a much fuller sound and really kind of got into a Marshall overdrive territory with the sustain and stuff, and it seemed to keep a richer, fuller sound, which I really liked. The string singer side was definitely more Tube Screamer. It was more transparent than the Tube Screamer, not as much of a mid-range hump, but I think I'm moving away from that sound, so the other side really kind of opened my ears up a little bit to maybe what I'll be going towards in the future. If you stack these pedals on top of each other, I didn't do it in the video, but if you do, in my opinion, it's not really a usable tone. I probably should have shown it anyway, but it's not something that I would be using, so if you want to look into that, you can. But otherwise, the fat side gives you a little bit of bass boost that doesn't seem that natural really to me, so I don't use it. And then the glass, kind of that JBL top end, like super 10-pin alley type thing, but I'm already running JBL cabinets and all Fender stuff, so I don't really need that. I just left it stock. Otherwise, what you're looking at here are the exact settings that I ran the pedal at, so just the same on each side. In conclusion, guys, I can say that I'm going to be using this pedal live. It seems very reliable, very solid, and very quiet, so that's kind of the direction that I'm moving with my rig. More simplicity, better reliability, and lighter weight is always a plus. It doesn't really come into play with pedals, but again, if you guys dig this video, please leave me a comment and stay tuned, because I will be refretting the Mary Kay neck very soon. Hopefully get something up by this weekend, although I am leaving for Austin on Friday, so we'll see what happens. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It really means the world to me, and I will catch you guys later, okay? Peace.